So by far, the number one question I always get asked is, how much money does it take in the casino in order to get a free cruise? Well, I'm going to share with you my personal experience on the Freedom of the Seas, my very first Royal Caribbean cruise. I'm going to tell you how much I either won or lost. I'm going to tell you how long I gambled in the casino. I'm going to tell you what my total coin in was. I'm going to tell you how many points I generated, and I'm going to tell you what I was rewarded with because of all of that information. I'm sharing all of it with you right down to the penny coming up right after this. Okay, let's get real for a second. The first thing I need everyone to understand before we move forward in this video is never gamble more than you're willing and can afford to lose. I'm going to be giving you some exact totals of my budget, etc., while I was on this cruise, and I want you to understand that that was the budget that I was willing and could afford to lose. Yours is likely going to be different. It could be more. It could be less, but that is something you have to take into consideration, is never gamble more than you're willing and can afford to lose. The second thing, your results will most certainly vary from mine as far as the gambling goes. No two gambling sessions are going to be the same. You're going to get different results. They could be better results. They could be worse results. But you're going to have different results. That's just how gambling works. So keep those things in mind. My intention with this video is to show you the exact process that I used when I stepped on the ship, what goal I had, and how I obtained that goal. So hang out, let's get started and jump right into it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to talk about the cruise itself. So this was Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas. It was a 5-day cruise, left out on a Saturday, returned on a Thursday morning. We had 2 port stops. We had Nassau, and we had Cabo Rojo, which was a fairly new port, pretty cool place. I'll talk about that in a different video. So I've got 5 days. What is my budget for these 5 days? Well, I wanted to make a big splash, I guess you could say, with this being my first Royal Caribbean cruise and this being my introduction into their system. And by the way, I want you to hang around to the end of the video, and I'm going to tell you how much I actually paid to go on this cruise. And I actually went on this cruise with a casino offer. And how did I go on a cruise with Royal with a casino offer if I've never been on a Royal cruise and gambled in their casino? I'll tell you about that at the end of the video. For now, let's talk budget. So I'm going to describe my budget in 2 different ways. I'm going to have a soft budget, and I'm going to have a hard line budget that I absolutely am not going to go past. The soft budget is going to be where I'm going to try to stay. The hard budget is, this is all the money I brought. I'm willing to lose this amount in order to get into Royal's system in a big, big way. But my hopes are that I can keep it between my soft budget and my hard budget. My soft budget was $1,500. That gives me $300 a day to gamble in the casino. My hard budget was $2,500, and that was obviously $500 a day in the casino. What my goals were. My goals were to, again, make a big splash in the system, and I wanted to hit prime status. I wanted to try to do that on this cruise because I know with prime status, one of the automatic things you get is an automatic invite into a complimentary cruise for hitting prime status. And of course, you get free drinks in the casino and you get a discount on the internet service, which I desperately need on every cruise I take because I'm working while I'm on a cruise. So that was my goal. Traditionally speaking, an average of how much it costs you per point is about $1 per point. So $2,500, 2,500 points. That was my goal. Hey, if you haven't subscribed already, if you would do me a huge favor and go ahead and click that subscribe button, ring that bell, give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. That's all I'll bother you with on that. Let's jump back into the video. Okay, so in addition to me being able to show you the actual data, where I'm getting that data is from something that I'm creating for all you folks, and it is going to be called the Carnival Comps Gambling Tracker. And I used an early version of it when I went on the cruise to help me accumulate these figures. This is going to be out in January of 2026. So if you're watching this video after that time, look down in the description, and I'll have a link to another video that will go through the whole process, exactly how the app works and where you can get it. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit a couple of buttons here. We're going to go to trips, and that takes me to my trip history. And in my trip history, you can see my Royal Caribbean cruise, and you can see that I ended up losing $1,453.98. That number's a little bit deceiving because I ended up with a big win on the last night that put me back up on that figure. I was really hovering around the $2,500 hard limit I had set for myself, but that big win shot me back up, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But I told you I wanted 2,500 points to hit prime. The reason I wanted to hit prime is because I knew I'd be able to keep prime through March of 2027, which I'll be able to do. That gives me free drinks in the casino. And obviously I get that free cruise offer that's attached to prime status. In addition to that, when you go on a Royal Cruise, you go up to the host desk, they have a sheet showing you what options you have at what point totals you hit. And I believe it was at 4,000 points, it opened up balcony rooms for me with $500 of free play as long as I did the next cruise option of a $200 deposit while I was on the cruise, which I did. That opened up a series of cruises for me, one of which was Icon of the Seas. I really want to go on Icon of the Seas. And that cruise out of pocket would have cost me right at $4,000 to go by myself. This cruise, or using this offer, I'm going to be able to get that cruise for $187. So obviously, yes, I lost $1,453.98, but my savings and my value is far greater than that. Even if I had ended up losing the $2,500, it still would have been far greater than that. But 5,034 points, that results in a coin-in total of $25,170 that I cycled through the machine, because you get 1 point for every $5 you cycle through the machine. And I ended up playing a lot in the casino, almost 40 hours in a 5-day period. So it was almost like a full-time job for me. But I had a ton of fun. I had went in with the plan. I had not been gambling since June of 2025 when I was on the Mardi Gras. And I had saved up for this trip, and I wanted to just go in full tilt, have a blast, make a big splash. And that's why I had a larger budget than normal, and I played a lot longer than I probably normally would, but I had a ton of fun, and that's what it's all about. So with that being said, I mentioned earlier, you can figure to lose $1 per 1 point you gain. So at 2,500 points, which was my target, I could have figured to lose on average $2,500. 5,034 points, and I ended up losing right at $1,450, which put me at about 27 cents a point. Now, I want to make this crystal clear. That is very uncharacteristic in gambling. That's just not something that normally happens. Even at 50 cents a point, had I not had that big win, that's still something that does not normally happen. So do not bank on these figures. I was very fortunate to have several great runs and several sessions over the course of my trip that really sustained my bankroll for me. So with that being said, just a quick little peek. One thing that this app does is it tracks all your sessions. You put in when you start a session, you put in when you end a session, and it'll track that session for you, and it'll keep track of all the games that you list that you play while you're in those sessions. So if we go up here and we look at my next to last session, you can see that I was positive $940.87. The reason for that was this right here on Jewel of the Dragon. I had a major drop, and that's $1,000, and I think I ended up, it was $1,060 for the total win, and that was late in the evening on the last day. So that skews my numbers. It does. I mean, obviously I took that money home, so my true loss was what I showed you earlier. But had that not hit, I would have been hovering right around that $25 hard limit. Now, another thing that happened on this cruise that's very uncharacteristic of me is one of my guilty pleasures is Dragon Link. I love playing Dragon Link, and I like to play Dragon Link on the standard machine that has a $1,000 major and a $10,000 grand, and I can do 50 cents a bet on 1 cent denom, or I can do $1.25 on the 5 cent denom because there's 25 lines. These particular machines were 5 cent minimum denomination, 50 lines, so $2.50 minimum bet. However, the reason why you see this bad boy up here of Dragon Link Happy and Prosperous, where you can see I lost $1,252.64, which is the vast majority of my losses, is because there was a maxed out major for 10 grand. And myself, along with a few other people on the cruise, were chasing this thing the whole time. Nobody ever hit it. I was betting $2.50 minimum. There were a couple of the other individuals betting $25 to $50 a spin, and they didn't hit it either. So that just tells you, even though something shows that it's maxed out, you can run a lot of money through a machine and it still never drop. I did hit several minors, I hit 2 within 2 minutes of each other that kind of helped sustain me. But that's just a good indicator or a good example of just because something is showing a max out does not mean it's going to drop, even if you're betting at the highest amount the machine will take. So all of that said, I told you earlier in the video, how much did I pay to actually get on this cruise, and how did I get a casino offer if I've never cruised with Royal before? Well, there's a couple of different ways you can do that, and I'll cover those in a different video later on down the road. But for me specifically on this one, my brother, sister-in-law, and my nephew had went on the Icon of the Seas last year. They did some gambling. All 3 of them received casino offers for an interior cabin. It was $200 a piece. So I piggybacked on my nephew's offer. He and I shared a room. So this cruise cost me $200 to get on. The alternative would have been for the same room was going to be somewhere around $3 grand. And quite frankly, that's why I have not put myself in Royal system yet, because I just don't want to pay that much money up front when I had Carnival over here throwing money and cabins at me at $150 and $200 a piece. So that's how I got into the system. So if you're looking for a way that's kind of unconventional, chat with your friends, chat with your relatives, see if anybody's in the system, see if they got any offers, and if you're comfortable sharing a cabin with them, hey, there you go. So that's where we're at on that. To kind of summarize the video altogether, I had an absolute blast. I do have a cruise booked with Carnival in April, but this is going to put me in Royal system where I've already booked a cruise on the Icon of the Seas, as I mentioned earlier. I also have the free cruise for the interior cabin that I have not booked yet. And I have had another offer already hit in the system for the Wonder of the Seas for 4 nights in April that kind of butts right up against the Carnival cruise I'm taking, and I'm considering doing a back-to-back, with this being the back end of that back-to-back, and I can do that cruise for $138, I think it is, and that's with a balcony cabin on the Wonder of the Seas. No free play, but I mean, it's a huge value. So, and I have not even started getting the email or snail mail marketing offers yet. I haven't gotten any of those yet, and I know they're going to be good as well. So, was this worth it? Absolutely. Is this going to be the result you're going to get? As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, everybody's going to get a different result. You could walk out off the ship with money in your pocket and get a great offer. You could lose your whole bankroll and not end up anywhere near the point level that I ended up. I was very, very fortunate, and I cannot stress that enough. So, with that being said, leave me a comment below. What do you think about these results? What do you think about Royal versus Carnival when it comes to their casino offers? I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I know this video is a little bit longer than normal, but I wanted to get this information out there to be able to show you true defined figures of my experience. Again, my experience and your experience are going to be different. Don't forget that. But go out, have fun. It's entertainment. Make sure you never take more money in the casino than you're willing and can afford to lose. And with that being said, I'm done preaching. I will see you on the next one.